21-day meditation session. It started in Jan and it ended on February 21st. And the reason I still remember is February 21st was my birthday. So the 21-day ended on February 21st. So that's how I started my journey last year. And I was introduced to this group by Dikshita. We were in a common group, the Divine group, and thanks a lot to her. She introduced me to this beautiful group. And then by the time she introduced me, this 21-day just journey started. And I was in a point of my life where I was kind of stressed out, running between too many things. My kids' school were running into kind of I need to go back and forth with too many things with my kids' schools, drop in, drop out, exploring because I didn't study here, right? Like you all, I didn't study here, so I had to unlearn a lot whatever we did in India, and I had to learn so that I can be a good coach for my kids. So I was kind of exploring a lot, and then my career, my professional life also took me a toll because kids education professional, then I was kind of going behind a few things personally as well. So I was in the mid of a state where I was completely running. I do not know where I'm running, but I was running, right? So that's when I got introduced to this group, and then I started this 21 journey. It was a beautiful journey. It was like from morning 5 to 6 a.m. That's when I had this journey. I was never up. I'm not an early bird. I'm always a late owl. I used to have all my offshore calls, but I'm not a early bird guy. I work late, but I don't get up early. But this 21-day changed me a lot. I used to wake up at 4:45, finish off my 5 to 6, and then get into my offshore calls, and then it changed me a lot. So it came in the right time. I picked up that specific journey, and after 3 months, I would say. I started attending your Sunday sessions. I started attending your many of your sessions, one-off sessions, which happened in the Russell Creek Park and few other places, right? And it gave me a lot, I would say, right? I mean, uh, see, one key thing, if I were to say the takeaway from this 1 year of meditation journey is one thing which at least I learned, which you all taught me, is to take a pause. I mean, that's one key takeaway. If I were to summarize my whole 1 year journey, is to kind of take a pause, right? If there's a problem, I kind of quickly react before I started meditation journey. Without even thinking, I start react. I think I'm doing the right thing to solutionize it, but I was not doing it right. I mean, it was creating stress to me and to the problem whoever is around me as well, right? So that taught me a lot. So nowadays, I'm like kind of whenever there's a problem that is hitting me, I take a pause, take a step back, understand the problem, and then react, which wasn't the case, which is not me 1 year back. So the what is that is one key, and that reduced a lot, right? I mean, reduced the stress a lot in me because the moment you react to a problem, you lose, right? I mean, you scramble. It's like a headless chicken where you run behind a problem without even knowing what the problem is, what the solution is, but you keep running behind a problem. So that is one key takeaway. And then slowly I started getting mature. I know I see Surjana here. We used to do a lot of wisdom. Whenever we meet, we used to have a lot of wisdom speech. I mean, I used to say to her a lot on where I was going in, how did I evolve over the days with this meditation journey, and how this helped me really, right? I mean, beautiful. Hats off to you, Divya. You have been spearheading this journey, right? I mean, pulling people. It's not a simple task. I mean, I wouldn't do that. I mean, I cannot do that. It is not I wouldn't do that. I cannot do the way you are doing, right? I mean, you're doing a lot of selfless love you're giving to all. You're transforming many of the lives. That is something which I definitely would want to appreciate you and your whole crew. Very sincere. Be it Shushma when she's there, right? 3 o'clock, Mekini, she's there. If anyone turns out or not, she's there. And now Kalpana has taken over, and that's the level of commitment they give. Kiran, right? Aravind. I could name many. I could name many, right? I mean, that's a it's a beautiful group, right? The moment you be with this kind of people, that vibe, that energy that comes into you as well. So this 1 year has been phenomenal for me, and I have at least I have transformed a lot. I'm not reacting a lot to situations. I'm not yelling. I'm not shouting. I'm not reacting. I take one step at a time, which has helped me in my professional career as well. I mean, I got recently promoted to an AVP, Associate Vice President. So that is a good thing. That's all because of this, right? Otherwise, it would take at least easily a year or two before I could even reach there. But that transformed me a lot on how and one thing it wasn't. I mean, as I keep meditating whenever I time, I even meditate in my flight. 2 days back, I was coming in from Chicago. It was a free flight. I mean, there was not many people. I had the whole three seats. I was in the middle, and there was like hardly 25 people on the flight. It was very quiet. It's a 2 hour flight, 1 hour 45 minutes. That's Chicago Dallas. It was a late night flight, so very quiet. I did my own meditation. Right, I crisscrossed my leg. It was free flight. I started meditating. It was a 1 hour of whole silence. Right. I mean, it energized me a lot. I mean, that's a practice which I started, right? So one thing which I learned from meditation is the stillness. I mean, keep keep away all your problems, thoughts, everything. And I was not able to achieve that in the first 6 months, 8 months. I mean, I used to think, but thoughts goes everywhere, right? But nowadays, at least if I claim myself successful, at least 2 3 minutes of stillness is something which I'm gaining, right? I mean, maybe it is not a lot like you all, but at least to me, it's that stillness, right? I mean, they would say, right, thoughtless mind. Um,
Thoughtless state, yes.
thoughtless state or thoughtless mind, right? So that stillness is something which I've gained a lot from this journey, right? So I owe you a lot. I would say, I mean, all I owe you a lot. So reacting to a problem, taking a step back, taking a pause, stillness, and the other thing is which I've improvised personally a lot is this art of listening. Previously, I'll overlap a lot. The moment someone is talking, I kind of go back and overlap and giving post my thoughts into it. Now I let go of it. I kind of take a complete pause to completely listen and then reflect my thoughts. Right, that helped me a lot in my personal and professional career. Whenever I meet my customers, clients, colleagues, team members, my bosses, I let them speak completely and then I react. So if there are three takeaways from this meditation journey, one is reacting to a problem. I mean, take a pause, take a step back, and then understand the problem and then react. The stillness mind, and third is the listening. So these three definitely helped me a lot to shape me as a person, shape my personality, and I'm a different person now. I mean, my kids sees that as a difference because I have two kids, one son and one daughter. And my daughter used to say, "This is not how you treated my son, and now you are treating me differently. Is it because I'm a daughter and he's a son?" No, no, no. It's not because of that. It is because of the journey I'm going through, right? I mean, she thought I behave differently to a girl daughter and a son, right? So I said, no, 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 it's not the case. And now my son is also seeing the difference. I've been kind of being a little different to him. So but thanks a lot. I mean, this is my journey. It's not as great as you all, but at least I have achieved something, and I would definitely want to achieve a lot from this. Once I'm there, I think I should definitely yeah, take others as well into this whole journey. But I would say I've changed a lot. I've evolved a lot from where I was a year back and where am I now. So, but thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot to you all.
Wonderful, wonderful, Venkat. What can I say? So I think you joined us last year at around this time for the Fine Day But You
Same.
season one. This is the season two that we are doing right now, Venkat.
Right,
The
right, right.
journey you have gone through and the benefits you got from the meditation